Hey, what's up YouTube? In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to install the Electra Jailbreak for iOS 11.2 to 11.3.1 directly on your device with no computer required. So again, you won't need a computer, all you will need is your iOS device running iOS 11.2 to 11.3.1 to proceed. Now go ahead and take a look at the links provided in the description of this video. From there you will be taken to the third-party installation site where we can download the Electra Jailbreak. So once you have managed to make it here, you're then going to click Download App and install the profile. Next, we can head to our home screen and launch the app. We can exit out of this ad that pops up and then navigate to Apps, then Tweakbox Apps, and here you will see multiple versions of the Electra Jailbreak. Now, these two at the bottom are for users running iOS 11.1.2 and below. Now, the one at the top is the official non-developer account Electra IPA for 11.2 to 11.3.1, and lastly, and most importantly, this one in the middle is the version of the Electra Jailbreak that requires a paid developer account to download and install. Now, the only difference between the last two versions of Electra that I talked about is the exploit used in the developer-only version, being the multipath TCP exploit, is more stable and has a much higher success rate compared to the non-developer version, which uses the VFS exploit. Now, the great news, and one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to make today's video, since the site is hosting this IPA file, they're hosting it with a paid developer enterprise account, which will allow for this IPA file to be downloaded for free without you having to have a paid developer account. Thus, we are going to select Electra 11.3.1 multipath. Now, in theory, this should have a much higher success rate at initially jailbreaking, as well as re-enabling our jailbreak. And as you guys can see, the version on the site has already been updated from 1.0, which was the initial release, to 1.0.1, which Coolstar just pushed out today. Anyway, guys, we're just going to select that again, click Install, and then click Install once more on the prompt that pops up. Now, when you go to open it for the first time, you will receive this prompt saying Untrusted Enterprise Developer. And just like the last tutorial, if you guys managed to see that, all we have to do to get past this notification is head to the Settings app, navigate to General, and then navigate down to Profiles and Device Management, navigate to the Enterprise App Developer account right here, and then we're just going to trust that account. Click Trust once more, and now we're going to go to exit out of the Settings app and navigate back to the Electra Jailbreak utility. Now the Electra Jailbreak utility will open and you guys can proceed to jailbreak. Again, I've already jailbroken this device. That is why it's prompting me to just enable my jailbreak. But if you guys are jailbreaking for the first time, all you will see right here is just jailbreak. Okay, so lastly, before we actually click jailbreaks, a few tips to increase its success rate. One would be to throw the device into airplane mode. Next, you will want to delete any pending software update from your iPhone. Now, you can do this by opening up the Settings app, navigating to General, then iPhone Storage. And the pending update, if one has been downloaded, would be displayed right at the top, right above where PUBG is on my phone. But alas, I do not have one downloaded, and I also have the tvOS beta profile installed to block over-the-air software updates from happening, which is also another good tip to do before jailbreaking. Lastly, we're going to disable Siri by again going to the Settings app, then down to Siri and Search, and deselecting Press Home for Siri. Now, all these tips were given to me via comments on my previous videos, and they seem to have improved the success rate of jailbreaking and re-enabling the jailbreak. So without further ado, let's actually click Jailbreak. Again, regardless if you're jailbreaking for the first time or if you're re-enabling your jailbreak, if your device had just turned on, you're going to have to wait 25 seconds before you can actually jailbreak. And that is just to ensure the exploit runs smoothly and has a higher success rate. Now, this new version of the Electra Jailbreak can take multiple attempts to actually have it successfully jailbreak, as well as when re-enabling the jailbreak. As you guys can see, I've had to do it multiple times here just to do this tutorial video. In any case, that's how you jailbreak or re-enable your jailbreak. Again, you can directly update from version 1.0 to this new version being 1.0.1 directly on device without needing a computer. Now, typically on-device methods can be somewhat sketchy as you can't really verify the legitimacy of the IPA file that you're installing. what does it contain, where is it coming from, and you don't really know if any third-party modifications have been done to it. That is why the initial tutorial we provided downloaded the Electra Jailbreak utility directly from the developer's site, but in this case, Coolstar, the developer of the Electra Jailbreak, has seemingly approved this on-device workaround installation method. He sent out a few tweets about it, thus is why I wanted to quickly show you guys it in this video. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you managed to successfully jailbreak your device, and again, subscribe to stay updated on future jailbreak coverage pertaining to this jailbreak. I hope everyone has had an awesome time jailbreaking, and I will see you guys early next week.